Scorpio, hello and welcome to your winter 2023-2024 shapeshift reading. We're looking at the shape you're shifting out of, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shapeshift looks and feels like over the winter season. I'm Andy, I'm your reader, and I'm joined today by the Starlore Astronomical Tarot. This deck was created from illustrations from a historical playing card artwork deck over 300 years old. And Natasha Rowland of Urania Press reformatted it for the tarot, and it is here to tell the story of your shapeshift this winter. Okay, let's get into it. Scorpio. How is Scorpio shifting this winter? Okay. Okay, interesting. I'm just seeing how I want this to go. Wow. Okay. Let's look at this together. So we have the Eight of Hearts or the Eight of Cups, the Six of Wands, and then the Three of Cups. The Southern Fish, the Centaur, and the Hare. And for those of you that work with Chiron, the Centaur is a representation of Chiron. So we have this Chiron is the symbol of a wounded healer, or like the wound is the place of healing, or the ability to heal. And the ability to heal can also be the wound. So it's sort of like containing both at the same time in this one being. And I've turned this card on its side with the Centaur in this space between the Pisces fish in the Eight of Cups and the Hare in the Three of Cups. The Eight of Cups typically in the tarot talks about maybe you feeling like you need to walk away from something that you've invested in emotionally, something you've put a lot of heart into. We've got the Venus and Mercury symbol on that card, the Mercury-Venus symbol on the Centaur as well. And the Centaur is pointing towards that fish. So there's some sort of Venus-Mercury relationship here, which talks to me of like a conversation with a loved one even, or like speaking your feelings or thoughts about something that you really, really care about, something that you highly value. So there's this thing happening here where maybe you're wondering if you need to turn away or leave behind something, someone, a relationship, a dynamic that you've really invested in, because it looks like with the Three of Cups, this Hare is sort of leaping away from that. And the Three of Cups talks about connections and community and like friendships and friend circles that uplift you, that make you feel safe and loved and seen and felt. Okay, so this is where we're starting. Let's see. What do we want to look into? I guess let's look at the Centaur with the Six of Wands. Okay. By the way, the Starlore guidebook is really detailed and wonderful, gives all of the lore from the constellation, gets into the tarot, the divination, and I'll share more about this with Shifting Space members. If y'all are part of that space, you'll get more details. But I'll share with you just a little bit here. Okay, it's kind of funny because the Six of Wands is sometimes talked about as a Leo card, and I felt this Leo like hero energy. And then the Starlore is sort of talking about that. So let's look at it. It's it says, there's an innate and natural wildness of being that acts like an elixir for the spirit, and this can be called upon from the primordial gods and healers of the past as a catalyst to thrust us forward, providing life direction and heroic purpose for harnessing rewards and success. If you wish to triumph over adversity, a difficulty, an illness, or sadness, seek help from caring friends and professionals. Meanwhile, call upon the gods of healing to receive the signs and synchronicities and guidance of relief. So this is sort of interesting, calling on your friends, because we have the Three of Cups to help you heal from something in relationship. Eight of Cups. I'm going to leave that there and look at these other energies. Eight of Cups. Most fish scatter their eggs to be fertilized, then swim off, basically abandoning them to the watery chance of their environment. Some eggs hatch into young fish while others are fed upon. Therefore, not all is fruitless in this circle of life. Some things are nourishing to our soul, and some things are what nourishes other souls. There truly is little room for disappointment when there is a purpose to everything. Still, being humans with emotions, there are times when we fall into sadness or feel negatively about our path. Have you invested in something that didn't work out and you had to walk away? Overwhelmed at first, you may now simply be feeling solemn and sad. Be proud that you had the courage to let it go and release. You may feel like you're treading water, doing all you can to stay afloat in your emotions, but the water of spiritual life keeps us buoyant. It's okay to go deeper into the wisdom of your hidden depths, to learn to swim back to shore, or stride along the river banking towards your emotional rescue, hope, peace, renewal. Okay, so there's this like relationship, and I would go watch the Leo reading, Scorpio, because it's called The Hero of Your Heart. And so there is this like heroic effort with the Six of Wands to maybe walk away from something that you've emotionally invested in. Maybe you've already done this, or maybe you're in the process of doing it, or maybe this reading is sort of a call to do that. But there's like, you know, the centaur looks like it's slaying the fish. Doing this hard thing. Sometimes walking away from something that you've invested in emotionally is the thing you need to do to save yourself. That's kind of what it feels like. It kind of feels like, okay, I need to save myself right now. Save yourself now. And it's not without redemption, because there's this ability for you, this bunny, to escape unscathed into the loving arms of your friends and community that loves you and cares for you. Sure, let's just read a little bit of the Three of Cups. Let's read about the hare. The hunt is on for finding just the right group of like-minded soul friends to share good times with. In this energy, life may become buoyant and uplifting, having you darting joyfully here and there, socializing a good deal, while the felicity between you and others is impulsive and free. So like, this is what you're going towards. You are shifting into, out of walking away from some sort of emotional connection or emotional situation that you invested a lot in, but ultimately did not reward you. And you are kind of healing yourself by moving towards connections that feel really good. Moving towards delighting in one another's company. The communal energy feeling inspiring and refreshing, non-threatening, as if you're frolicking together in a meadow of resonant community. A time of plenty and merriment. You may feel optimistic about working in a group of creatives or fervently sharing ideas together. Okay, creative collaboration, things like this, you get it. But essentially it's a new and refreshing energy in your relationships. And maybe part of this is recognizing part of this, like the pull on the centaur, pulling between these two. Or maybe like the fuel to strike, like this backing you feel. It kind of feels like the relationships that value you the way you value them are giving you that sense of like having your back, giving you that strength that you need to walk away, to leave it on the beach. Whatever this relationship dynamic is that's really just all washed up. And it doesn't necessarily mean leaving a person behind, although that might be the case for a lot of folks. It could also just be this idea of like, there's a certain dynamic that I'm just leaving behind. I'm not going to engage in this way anymore. I want my relationships, you know, and then I'm going to bunny hop my way right over into some really good cuddles with people that care about me, with, you know, like-minded individuals that are ready for the same kind of emotional investment and commitment that I am. There's a heaviness in this fish and a lightness in the rabbit. And if there's one way to summarize this shift so far, it seems like it's something about walking away from heavy relationships or heaviness in relationships, this sort of weighted emotional sinking feeling, or even like beached whale sort of feeling, and moving towards this lightness, this just easy joy and connection. And that is somehow your task to do. Like, it's up to you to make that choice. And it's a way, and you making that choice is choosing your own healing. This is something very healing in this shift. Healing the heart. Okay, interesting, Scorpio. This is a really, really great place to start. So we're going to use some other cards now and get deeper into this reading, pull some clarifiers, see if we can get more specific. So if this situation is sounding resonant for you and you want to view the rest of that reading, you can click the link in the description box below, and that will take you to the shifting space. This is an online community of folks that investigate these readings for all 12 zodiac signs all season long. So you'll have access to not only the full Scorpio reading, but all of the signs readings. And we will investigate them together over the course of the season and link them to the astrology. If this sounds like something you're into, check it out. Link in the description box below, and maybe I'll see you over there.